City Rocks, although smoky and very hazy, once you get up close and personal, they're really cool. And I can only imagine if you're here on a clear day, whenever this haze is gone, I bet it is stunning. Look at that one. That one looks like it could fall at any moment. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yikes. So there's lots of hiking trails here. There's lots of the rocks, each of the rock formations, or quite a few of the rock formations, have some names. Like right now I'm standing near one called Register Rock. There's another one called Camp Rock. Those two have a historical significance because those where you'll find a lot of kind of graffiti from the 1800s when people were traveling west on the California Trail. This was one of their stops on the California Trail, which is really cool. But there's a lot of hiking trails. A lot of the trails are multi-use. You can use them for hiking, mountain biking, or horse. There's a lot of rock climbing. Man, if you're a rock climber, this would be a dream place for you to come to. Once you get onto the rocks, and we'll show you, I mean, we went to one called the Window Arch, I believe, and you're up on top of these just incredible rock formations, overlooking other incredible rock formations. It is just, I mean, it's really cool and a lot of fun if you're into that kind of thing, which obviously I am. We're staying at the Smoky Mountain Campground, which is actually operated by the Castle Rock State Park in conjunction with City of Rocks National Preserve. You can camp up in the rocks. There's designated campsites up in the rocks, so you take the dirt road up in there. Some of them are more accessible than others, so I would probably definitely scout it out before you go up there with a trailer. I don't know that I would take a big trailer up there either. We saw some pop-ups. We saw some little teardrops and that kind of thing. We didn't take our trailer up in there just because we didn't know what it would be like. In the Smoky Mountain Campground, we have water and electric. We're kind of down at the bottom, so bottom of the hill, kind of looking up into the rocks. So we're not in and among the rocks, and we're down a little bit, and so it's a little warmer down there. This is about 1,000 feet up, so it's a little cooler up here too. But overall, man, been really impressed with what we've seen so far. As we were coming across Idaho from our stop yesterday at Craters of the Moon, man, the haze was awful, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is just going to be terrible. We're really not, because this is all about the views, and we just thought the views were going to be bad. But once you get up into them, it is really incredible. So I encourage you definitely to come up here to City of Rocks in Idaho. So yesterday we left Yellowstone, and we're heading into Idaho. We made a couple of stops. We stopped at Upper and Lower Mesa Falls. Underrated, something that really you need to go see. The Upper Mesa Falls is amazing, and it was very lightly visited. There were very few people there. We'll show you. It's just a quick stop. You can hike right down to the falls. There's a visitor center there, you know, restrooms, etc. And then if you go to the lower falls, there's actually a campground, and the lower falls is off in the distance. You're kind of seeing it from up above, way in the distance. But with the upper falls, you get real up close and personal right at the brink of the falls. It's really amazing. Really, really nice place. Upper Mesa Falls, pretty legit. It's beautiful. After our visit to Mesa Falls, we kept going on our way to Craters of the Moon National Monument, and it was one of those again where we weren't sure what to expect. We knew it was a big lava field. We'd stayed in Valley of Fire in New Mexico before. Wow, Valley of Fire was pretty small. Craters of the Moon is massive. It has several different hikes. You can hike to the top of Cinder Cone. You can see some spatter cones. You can hike into some caves. Just made my way into and out of Boy Scout Cave, which is one of 3 caves, lava tube caves here at Craters of the Moon that you can go into and kind of explore. Once I went in, there's not really a whole lot I can film there, to be honest. It's dark. I'm there with a flashlight, you know. Not a whole lot to really show you. One of the things that I'll try to show you is in this tube specifically, there were like what looked like in a normal cave would be like stalactites coming down, but these were molten metal. Oh, it was pretty cool. I'll see if I can show you I'll see if the image came through and I'll share that with you. But was really cool. You get down, once you pass kind of where the rocks have caved in a little bit, and make your way through that, it opens up. I mean, it was probably 10 feet tall in this lava tube, and it went back, I don't know, it went back about 500 feet or so, and then I think it was kind of collapsed in or whatever, so I just turned around and made my way out. Rode our bikes out here, and Christy decided she didn't want to do the cave, so she's waiting there with our bikes, and I don't want to keep her waiting, so I'm gonna head on back. I did one. I'm sure they're all very similar, so I got to do the Boy Scout Cave. I'm an Eagle Scout, and so that's kind of why I wanted to do that one in particular. So, but we're gonna head back now. The campsites at Crater of the Moon were nice. They're dry camping, no hookups, not even a dump station. They do have water available seasonally. We were able to fill up our tank with water, no problem. And you know, there are a few big rig sites, but most of them are pretty tight. And so there is a whole section that they say, hey, if you've got a fifth wheel, don't go beyond this point, because it's very, very tight turns and that kind of thing. And even with mine, I had to really just pay attention, even though our little guy is pretty small. So Smart Jack was not too smart this morning. It would go up, but it wouldn't go down. So there is a manual override. I just had to take this cover off, pop that. Now I have the jacket thing on there for whenever we're carrying our bikes, but the tool will go right down inside there, and I can wind it down manually. So
that was the first time we've ever had to do that.
First time we've ever had to do it. The jack apparently is going to be going out soon. I don't know that I'm going to replace it. This is actually the second one that I've had. We may get something easier. We're not really using this jacket thing anymore. So we'll see what comes next.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to hit the like and subscribe button and the bell for notifications. We are heading to Wyoming now.